to the Crypto Report, everybody. I am Crypto Kip, guys, and we've got a stream for you that you're going to want to pay attention to, folks, because the question of the day is, are we going to see a next leg up, folks? Are we going to see a next leg up in this bull market? Are we going to see $70,000 Bitcoin in March? Welcome to the Crypto Report. I'm Crypto Kip. I put that poll out in the chat for you guys. Welcome to all of you guys just joining us. We're doing these live streams every Monday through Friday for you guys. We are an up-and-coming channel here, having a lot of fun tracking these crypto markets and trying to make some good calls here. So far, we've made an incredible amount of money with our audience and some of the picks that we've been talking about here on this channel over the last year. Really, we started this channel at the peak of the last bull market, really just after we started to fall off the top. And we've been screaming from the top of a mountain, you know, accumulation is the best bet to set yourself up for success in this crypto space. Why? Because we knew a Bitcoin ETF was coming. We knew that the Bitcoin halving was coming. We know about these 4-year cycles, and that's why we started this channel, to share that information with you guys. But I know there is some fear out there today, but you got to look at the fear and greed index, guys, because the actual truth is, well, I know there is some fear out there. We are seeing extreme greed. Don't believe me? Just look right here on CoinMarketCap. We are still at 86 extreme greed. Let me refresh the page to make sure that I'm still accurate here. Yes, we are still in extreme greed, guys. So I got a lot to go over today. I want to give you guys an update as to where my mindset is at right now with what we have going on in these charts, because there is a lot of activity happening right now. I've got some general thoughts that I want to share with you for the overall bull market, where we're at. There's a lot of speculation. On one hand, you have some people saying that this thing is just going to crash from here. It's a local top. That's it. It's written in stone. You have some people that are saying that with in a definite. You have a lot of people that are saying that in a definite. On the other hand, you have some people that are making the argument for why this thing can keep going up and how it is justified. Well, which one is the truth? We can't tell you for sure exactly which way it's going to play out, but I can give you both sides of the argument here, and that's exactly what we're going to do on this stream. Go through the charts and give you my mindset as to some of the picks we've been talking about here. Welcome back, guys. Welcome. So Bitcoin is at $62,000 today, which is pretty decent. We have been holding in the $60,000 range. At the end of the day, look at this. We've got extreme greed going on right now in this space. Bitcoin dominant is 52% according to CoinMarketCap. Pretty strong. We could see this get a little bit stronger still. The market cap is at $2.3 trillion, currently in an epic uptrend. Ethereum's above $3,400. Binance, even with their CEO who's about to face trial in the US and probably go to prison, this token is up above $400, up 6% over the last 7 days. Now, granted, this is the real temperature of the market. Why are we in extreme greed? Because over the last 7 days, PEPE rallied 144%, Arweave rallied 102%, BONK rallied 100%, Theta rallied 54%. Look at some of these movers. These are absolutely insane. What do you notice, guys? What do you notice? Memes. We're going to talk a lot about memes today because memes are going insane. Shiba Inu, 39% rally. Shiba Inu was stuck and it is now starting to take off. Dogecoin was stuck and it is now starting to take off. BONK was stuck and it's now starting to take off. And PEPE was the bear market gem that people were so excited about. And PEPE is roaring back to begin this bull market, crushing it with 144% gains over the last 7 days. BONK has a bigger market cap. Very interesting. What is going to be the next meme? Well, is it one of these or is it something that nobody's talking about yet? I think there's a world where a lot of memes climb up in rank, and even though that's frustrating because memes are valueless. You know, Jim Cramer went on national TV yesterday and he was essentially crying because he said, you know, Bitcoin's at $60,000. Well, I called that it was going to crash. What has Bitcoin done for anybody? What has Bitcoin ever done for humanity? Well, Jim Cramer feels that way about Bitcoin. I wonder how Jim Cramer feels about PEPE and BONK. Because I'll tell you, I feel a weird kind of way about PEPE and BONK as well, but that doesn't mean that I'm not playing the games with memes. Now, I'm not in PEPE, I'm not in BONK. My partner on the channel, Maxi, is in BONK. He's been making a lot of money with BONK. It's been great. He sold the peak, bought back at the dip, executing beautifully there. There's a lot of money to be made in these memes. We've also dove down into some of these BRC20 memes as well, and stacks memes. You know, one thing we've been talking about a lot on this channel lately is when you look at the all the chains in the crypto ecosystem, and you look at what's going on, and you filter out the EVM compatible chains, and you just look at things that are not Ethereum based chains, right? And we kind of filter those out. What we're seeing is a very obvious trend, one we've been talking about on this channel for a while now, which is Bitcoin DeFi is climbing. What does that mean? It means people are building tokens, decentralized protocols, applications on top of Bitcoin via Stacks, the layer 2 solution. And so yes, I've been investing in some of the memes within this ecosystem, and that's been performing very well for me. Now, here's the deal, guys. A lot of people are fearful that this market needs to take a tumble right now. But I want you to remember, we are 53 days away from the halving, and so it is on the table. Typically, we see a 30 to 50% crash before or slightly after the Bitcoin halving. A lot of people believe that it's after the halving. I got to go back and look exactly when these dips fell into the Bitcoin movement in relation to the halving. But there's 53 days left until the halving. The halving is going to occur on April 23rd. Now, you can think of it this way. Everybody expects Bitcoin to go up around the halving, right? So a question you might be wondering is, well, Crypto Kip, could the Bitcoin halving be a buy the rumor, sell the news event? Welcome, Oh Sir, as a supporter to the channel. You want to become a member on our channel, you can do it just like Oh Sir did in the link in the description down below. You get access to our private Discord. Congratulations, Oh Sir. Glad to have you as a member. To the Crypto Report and Reporter team. Glad to have you, my brother. Thank you for your support. Let's see what we got going on in the chat here. Chrome and Empire says, my prediction is we hit the 69K all-time high and then see a big dip. Everyone expects 25 to 30% drop. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people are expecting this. But now, here's a thought that I kind of want us to consider. What if we expect... So some people are expecting a buy the rumor, sell the news event surrounding the Bitcoin halving. Some people right now are arguing we should crash right now. It feels like majority of people are expecting a pullback. Typically, when the market is set on one thing happening, there is an argument to be made that the opposite could actually come true. Let me turn down this music. I think it's a little too loud. Let me know if the music was a little loud, guys. I think I fixed it. Now, there's the other side of the coin, okay? We have the institutions right now buying this thing like crazy, okay? Now, again, we are 55 days to the halving, but here's what you also need to keep in mind, is that yesterday, there were 11,211 Bitcoin purchased by ETFs. And the Bitcoin produced by miners was 900. So in layman's terms, there was 900 new Bitcoin introduced into the world recently, yesterday. But also yesterday, there were 11,211 gobbled up. That is the supply shock that everybody that has been bullish on Bitcoin and crypto for a while has been talking about. One day, we're going to have institutions FOMOing into this space, and then we're going to have the institutional bull run, and we need institutional adoption for us to make it, and for crypto to go up, and to get these big market caps. Well, that's exactly what's happening right now. So there's certainly an argument to be made where you could say this is why this bull market might be one of the best wealth-generating pumps of all time. Because here's something to think about. When this halving event occurs, the amount of Bitcoin given to the miners is going to be cut in half. The reward given per block is 6.25 Bitcoin. It's going to be reduced to 3.125. That happens in April 24th. What does that mean? That means that the new Bitcoin produced by miners daily is not going to be 900. Instead, it's going to be 450. And if the amount of Bitcoin purchased by ETFs stays the same, then that means that Bitcoin gets even more scarce. And that might even mean that the exchanges then start running out of Bitcoin like crazy as well. This is the conversation to be had right now. On one hand, we believe in our heart of hearts that nothing can go straight up forever. That is markets for you. That's just how it works. Nothing goes straight up, and that is a fact. Eventually, you need a retracement. Historically, too, we've seen these 30 to 50% retracements come for Bitcoin and crypto consistently. Bull market after bear market after, bull market to bull market, on the way up, we see these crashes. But for the first time ever, we have more demand for Bitcoin than the amount of Bitcoin being produced. And honestly, BlackRock and Fidelity just doubled their record volumes from day to day. 2 days ago, it was one number. The next day, yesterday, they doubled the amount of volume they had coming into that. This is a very interesting conversation to be having right now. I do not know if we need a dip. I want a dip, in a sense, to make me feel like a sane person, because I feel like an insane person even having the thought that this thing might not dip until after we break through all-time highs. There's an argument to be made that this thing's going to do something ridiculous this year. Carl from the Moon just tweeted out this, guys. If you don't know who Carl from the Moon is, he's a massive crypto influencer, huge on Twitter. He's got his own YouTube channel as well. He does a lot of leverage trades. And please, if you have an opinion on this, let me know your comments down below. If you have any coins you want to look at today, if you have any questions for me at any time, please, y'all, feel free to ask me anything. That's what we're here for. I'll do a Q&A at the end of this. If I see anything throughout the stream, I'll answer the questions for you. If you have a comment, we'll talk about your comments. That's the best part about these streams, is interacting with you, the community. I love each and every single one of you. We got 32 likes, by the way, 32 viewers right now, 11 likes. I need you to crush that like button for me. Let's get up to at least 20 likes, y'all. Now, Carl from the Moon came out today, and I saw this tweet right before I went live. He's saying that Bitcoin is going to go to $350,000 by the end of the year. That, to me, is insanely bullish. Hard to believe that. Is it possible? Certainly. Nvidia is over a $2 trillion market cap and just seemingly pumping to the moon. It's a regular stock. Crypto pumps like crazy. We have ETFs for the first time ever. We have the largest asset managers in the world foaming into this. We have Morgan Stanley, who yesterday came out and said, basically, we think we need to get a Bitcoin ETF too. It's almost at its highs, and now Morgan Stanley's thinking about launching an ETF. That's institutional FOMO, guys. Institutional FOMO is the component that can bring us to $350,000 by the end of the year. The real risk we do have is a buy the rumor, sell the news event, guys. And that could be around the Bitcoin halving. What might happen is if we do get a buy the rumor, sell the news event, and that now the rumor is the Bitcoin halving. It's not a rumor, it's a fact. It's coming. Inevitably, it will be here at some point. There could be a sell-off. If there is a sell-off, I highly expect that sell-off to end in an insane V-shaped recovery. One that just melts your face off like you can't even believe. That's something I want to come out and say very clearly. I think this bull market has just begun. It's been going on for a while, because you could have bought Bitcoin at $15,000. If you're buying Bitcoin at current prices, you're buying it at $60,000. You could have bought it 400% gains ago, okay? With that being said, I expect Bitcoin to breach previous all-time highs, especially because of the narrative with the hedge funds and with everything else we just discussed. It makes sense for this thing to take a chance at prices well above $100,000, unless for some reason these institutions just stop buying. Now, here's the deal with these BlackRock spot ETFs. We talk about BlackRock buying all this Bitcoin, and you talk about Fidelity buying all this Bitcoin. But here's the truth. This isn't like BlackRock in a boardroom like, we must buy more Bitcoin. And what we'll do is when we accumulate all the Bitcoin, we're going to dump it on the retail investors and cause a crash. And it must come, and we're going to cause the crash. This isn't BlackRock buying Bitcoin. It is. But what it really is at its core is it's BlackRock's clients. It is the wealthiest individuals and institutions in the world that have BlackRock as their asset manager. It's Fidelity's clients that are being told by Fidelity as a recommendation officially to allocate 1 to 3% of their portfolios to Bitcoin ETF products. And so what I'm saying to you is if we are expecting a sell-off, it's not because BlackRock flipped the switch and said, sell it all. That doesn't mean that BlackRock themselves as a business did not buy Bitcoin for their portfolio as an organization. But what's the biggest impact and why these prices are going wild right now, in my opinion, is, well, one, because of bull markets due, two, because these institutions are now in on this bull market, and three, because these institutions are now recommending people like your mom and your dad and your grandpa and your sister who's 10 years older than you and your uncle and your cousin who's 15 years older than you. Fidelity and BlackRock are now recommending that those individuals that would have never touched crypto before allocate 1 to 3% of their portfolio. And if they just get in now, do you really think that they're going to double it and flip out now entirely and just pivot out? I don't think so. I think they take profits. I think there's going to be some volatility on the way up, but I think that people are starting to allocate their finances to Bitcoin, retail, institutions, not just BlackRock, but the institutions that essentially utilize BlackRock as an asset manager. These guys are getting their first position ever into crypto, and the bull market's supposed to come. They don't know anything about a 30 to 50% crash like me and you. I don't think so. And if they do, maybe they do. Maybe we get the dip. These are all some of the thoughts that are going through my head. This is where my mind is at right now. I hope this is valuable information to you because I think you need to tap into the mental game that is crypto, folks. Okay, so Carl from the Moon believes we can see a $350,000 Bitcoin this year. If that's true, if that's possible, then I do expect stacks to absolutely explode. I see people talking about $128 stacks. You never know, guys. I think this is going to be a top 3 coin. Why? People are building DeFi on Bitcoin. And back to the beginning of this video, I was talking about how altcoins were rallying, specifically meme tokens. Well, not all meme tokens. Here you go. Here's WELSH with a massive candle to the downside. Almost a 40% crash for WELSH from its recent highs. Gus also way down from its highs, about 40%, almost 50% down from its recent highs. This is all something that, honestly, I'm okay with, guys. I was getting in at these lower levels. I'm holding on to these bags because I do believe that you look at PEPE right now. You look at Dogecoin right now. You look at Shiba Inu right now. Look at BONK. BONK's about to break past previous all-time highs. It's at a $1.5 billion market cap. These things are not having any problems getting to billion or multi-million-dollar market caps. And at the end of the day, I believe that Bitcoin DeFi is going to be one of the largest narratives in this next bull cycle. And so as I'm watching some of these drop in value today and look at some of the biggest losers, and they are some of the ones that have been making us some money lately. They are Gus. They are WELSH. They are some of these other ones that we've been talking about. These things are struggling. Leo is one of the biggest losers today. These are all below $100 million market cap. Leo is one of the big ones. It's at 21 million. WELSH is the biggest. It is currently at a $68 million market cap. It's the first meme coin built on Bitcoin. That's what WELSH is. Gus is one of the second dog coins available on the super app for all things Bitcoin DeFi, Alex Labs. There is a brand new token, let me make you aware of that launched today on Alex Labs called Max. I was actually trying to buy some a little bit of it with my stack. I was trying to buy 150 stacks worth, and unfortunately the transaction just will not go through. But I am going to be buying a little bit of Max just because it's a brand new token. Again, there's only like 17 assets listed on Alex Labs, the super app for DeFi Bitcoin. And eventually you know what? I wasn't even sharing my screen with you guys. Bummer. Darn it. So I was showing you guys, here's WELSH. It's way down from its highs. Here is Gus. It's way down from its highs. Here is even Biddy is way down from its highs. Here's BONK. It is going back to its double peak at a $1.5 billion market cap. And again, when you look at these other assets here, these coins that are underperforming right now, like Leo, like WELSH, these things are below $100 million market cap. And there are so many meme coins in this market, guys, that are well above $100 million market cap, guys. If you just look at it, it's very, very simple. It's very simple. So here we go. Let's look at it. Look at all these coins. All these coins. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, this is like 20 different meme coins. One of them is about Trump. It's above $100 million market cap. I think there's a possibility that these things breach 10 million, 100 million, possibly even 200 million. Some of these things, like Leo, like WELSH. I don't know about Gus. I hope Gus does. I'd make a lot of money if that happened. We'll see. I'm holding on, though. So there's my update. I am holding on. And in fact, I bought a couple other tokens to show you guys what else I bought. I bought a little bit of Taco. I bought some PEPE. I bought a little bit of Wojak on here. Recently, I bought a couple of these tokens. I bought some Stacks Shiba tokens. I got some Biddy. I got some of those. So again, why am I buying some of these ridiculous plays? Because I believe that Stacks at some point is going to breach previous all-time highs and make some insane moves to the upside. Let's look at some of the charts here and see what's going on for Bitcoin right now, because I think we are making another move back up. Okay, so let's get down. We're in the 15-minute candles here. Let me go over, auto-fit that data to the screen. It looks like Bitcoin's trying to maneuver its way back up. Our recent highs for the year are at 64,000, almost on the head. We're getting some pretty decent momentum right now for Bitcoin. What I want you guys to look at, though, and the reason I'm talking about these meme coins is because Pepe and Sheeb and everything is rallying right now, and we're looking for the next leg up. We're looking for the next leg up. Please let me know, by the way, in the comments, if you guys have anything you want me to talk about. You let me know. Please vote. Do you think we can see a $70,000 Bitcoin in March? I put a poll for you guys. If you guys have any questions, please give me a holler in the chat and talk to me, y'all. Talk to me, y'all. But here's why I'm so bullish on these Stacks tokens. Because why are they cooling off? Because simply, Stacks token, which is what all this is based on, simply because Stacks token is hitting a double peak right now. So why are WELSH and guys crashing? Why are all these all crashing right now? Simply because, guys, we're watching Stacks hit a double peak. Bitcoin is indecisive right now, trying to decide if it's going to continue its move up. I think it wants to. I can't say for certain if it does. But if it doesn't, then Stacks will double peak here, and there's going to be a lot of pain coming for anybody holding any of the Stacks meme tokens or any of the altcoins within the Stacks ecosystem, myself included. And am I going to panic sell any of those? No. Because my philosophy is this, guys. Stacks is going to be the #1 narrative for Bitcoin DeFi related plays in this next bull cycle. And some of these silly little memes on this are going to make some people a lot of money. That's my thought. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. Let's look at Solana, because something amazing is happening with Solana. So I had this wedge drawn out now for a while on Solana, and I probably flashed it to you guys on my screen during one of our last live streams. I probably did. And Solana is right now looking like it's breaking out. Last night, as this thing just flickered above this, and it was at 117, I called Black Sea. I said, you see it? We broke out of the wedge. He was already in a long. He was already in a long because we are watching these plays, guys. This was an obvious play. Now, how does this thing play out? It doesn't have to play out this way, but this is a huge wedge, guys. What you're looking at are daily candles here for Solana. And so I think this thing has an insane move ahead. This is going to sound a little crazy, guys, and it could get invalidated at any point if Bitcoin decides to cool it, probably. But looking at this wedge, you measure the mouth of the wedge and you put it on top, and we potentially, at this breakout point, could see Solana take a run to $237 quick. Why is BONK breaking out right now, about to break previous all-time highs? This is why. Right here. This is why BONK is breaking out. Why is PEPE breaking out right now? Because Solana is ripping out of a bull flag that we were talking about on this channel for a while, and ripping out, and it's really getting very, very close. If I zoom out a little bit and I auto fit the data to the screen, ridiculously close to previous all-time highs, guys. And so PEPE is the frog meme on Ethereum that got people really through the bear market, sanity-wise. It was one of the only exciting plays in the bear market. You know, frog versus the dog. We're seeing that play out still. And again, this makes me bullish on the WELSH play, the Gus play. But what's ridiculous right now, guys, is this. Look at the weekly candles for the overall market cap of crypto. Look at how massive this weekly candle is. This may be the biggest weekly candle we've ever seen in the total market cap for crypto in the history of the asset class. It is absolutely mind-blowing. OSER has 3.2 million max tokens. Very good, very good. I'm going to snag some as soon as this transaction goes through. Michael Artezi says, Gus and Welsh dropping. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think these are decent times if you are interested in Gus and Welsh. This is the dip you were probably praying for. And if you're still interested in Gus and Welsh and you're panicking here or panic selling here, or you know you're interested in buying it here but you're not interested in buying it here, then you probably shouldn't have gotten in the thing in the first place, because these are the moments where you should be appetizing to buy. I was trying to buy when Welsh was dipping here. I was buying Welsh on this little red candle over here. And I did that because I saw the narrative and I believed it. This is a massive crash. It's no surprise to me that this is happening. Honestly, I believe these are great accumulation zones for these. Not to say these things can't go much, much, much lower, because there's such low market cap and the narrative is just not hitting yet. One thing that blows my mind is that with these Stacks tokens, who out there in a crypto influencer space is talking about the Nakamoto upgrade? Who out there is talking about Stacks? Who out there is talking about the first ever meme token built on Bitcoin? Besides a couple accounts with a couple thousand followers and in the scheme of things, pretty small influencers, nobody's talking about this. None of the big guys are talking about this yet. Nobody knows what the Nakamoto upgrade is. What is the Nakamoto upgrade? It's transaction times as quick as Solana and just as cheap, basically. Finality on just like Bitcoin for Stacks transactions. It's an immutable maneuver for Stacks to be permanent blocks just like Bitcoin, and it allows even more development on Bitcoin DeFi. Nobody even understands that yet. Nobody's talking about that. My prediction is the Bitcoin halving is going to come, the Nakamoto upgrade is going to come, and then all of a sudden everybody's going to realize the transactions are fast on Bitcoin. No longer do we have 10 to 30 minute transactions on Stacks. We're going to have seconds of transactions, just seconds, seconds for minimal amounts of money. Everybody's going to catch on to it. And again, that's when it hits the narrative. And I think the people that are in some of these plays that I've been talking about so consistently on this channel now, day after day after day, and are buying these dips, they're going to make a lot of money. Now, that doesn't mean that these things can't dip lower. They certainly could. In fact, this Stacks chart is terrifying. When you look at the double top kind of thing that's playing out for Stacks right now, in my heart of hearts, I would expect a dip. I would expect a dip. In my heart of hearts, looking at Bitcoin with the rally that we have going on right now on the weekly time frame. Again, look at how close Bitcoin is to previous all-time highs without hesitation. We had a couple 20% drops. We didn't have a 30 to 50% correction. My heart of hearts says this thing needs to cool off. I was waiting at any moment to wake up tomorrow and see this thing just wreck everybody. But there's a weird thing going on right now in the crypto community where a lot of people are coming out and saying, if you're buying crypto right now, you're an idiot. You have big influencers coming out and basically saying that to people. And that tells me that they think they know what's going on and they think that it needs to crash. And when everybody thinks they know what's coming, that's when the most pain happens. And the most painful event is honestly the most likely. There's an argument to be made that the most painful thing that can happen for Bitcoin right now is for it to keep going and people that are taking profit right now to absolutely get wrecked. How? In the opportunity cost. If I want to make a outlandish prediction and say what I really feel is going to happen right now, I'll come out live on the stream and I'll tell you what I really think is going to play out right now. I could be wrong here. I kind of want to be wrong to keep my sanity, but here's what I think is going to play out. Honestly, I believe that Bitcoin is going to break through its previous all-time highs in this weekly candle or in the next weekly candle. I think it's possible. I think it makes sense to me for that to happen because it would be the most painful thing. And then my follow-up prediction to that would be that it breaks through $69,000 and goes to like 70 something. And then everybody starts talking about it. Retail comes in and the people that were sitting on the sidelines flip bullish, capitulate in, and they get hurt again. They get hurt because they were not optimistic enough, because they sat on the sidelines, because they took profit, because they thought they believed that this thing was going to crash, and they were sure they were right. It had to crash, right? Because Bitcoin always crashes. They get hurt. We break into price discovery mode. They miss out on opportunity costs. Then they FOMO in before we get to 100K, and then it rips back downward, it hits back on this line maybe as support, and then it's game on, and then we're just parabolic, and who knows, maybe we even go to the $350,000 target that Carl from the moon is talking about it. This is all speculation, guys. This thing could die tomorrow, and it could go back down to $30,000, and I wouldn't be surprised. In fact, I would celebrate in a sense, because then I'd go, I'm not crazy. I know something. A dip makes sense. But because I'm so confident that a dip makes sense, I actually think the opposite will play out. I actually think the opposite will play out because of what we're seeing. The supply shock to Bitcoin that we went through. 11,000 Bitcoin are being demanded by Bitcoin ETF creators daily, and there's only 900 Bitcoin being produced, and only 450 are going to be produced daily starting in April. That is the most bullish thing I've ever heard in my life. Ron H says, now is the time to take profit. There's so many people that are so confident in that, Ron, that it makes me feel like the people that are going to take profit right now might get hurt. But let me be very clear. If you made a boatload of money, and this money is going to change your life, and you are here to make a boatload of money in crypto, and you made some, it is a great idea to take some profit. My strategy is buying consistently through 2024, because I told you this on the channel. I'm sticking true to my hypothesis. That is, there's a bull market coming in 2024. I don't care about a 50% dump. If I have cash, I'll buy the pants off of it. But if we keep going, I'm ready. And if we dip, I'm ready. And if we trade to the side, I'm ready. I believe that there's a bull market in 2025. This is the year where you make it in crypto. And 2025 could be bullish too, but I'm hedging out of crypto at the end of 2024 into 2025. I'll still have some, but I'll be selling it aggressively probably in the beginning of the year, because I don't need to wait for the peak with the positions that I have right now. With the hypothesis that I have, I think there's a lot of money to be made. Pigs get fat, hogs get slaughtered. So to your point, Ron, profit taking is never a bad idea, my brother. Let's look at what's going on in the chat, yo. Let's look at what's going on in the chat. So, oh, sir, glad you remember, brother. Join us on the private Discord, my guy. Okay. A lot of people talking about Jasmine. I'm just not a Jasmine fan personally. But good luck to you on that. You know, it's people say, well, it's huge down from its previous all-time high. Well, yeah. What are the tokenomics though? You know, did the tokenomics is it inflationary? You know, these are questions that I kind of have, and I don't know the answer to them, to just be fully transparent with you. So I just really haven't done enough research on Jasmine, to be frank with you. Can't catch them all. You know, Pokemon gotta catch them all, but you can't. Crypto G, 350K. Everything's possible with Bitcoin. He says. You never know. Let's look at Crow real quick, and I'll come back to the chat. But look at Crow right now versus Bitcoin, trying to make its move back up to break through this resistance. Now, let's look at Crow versus the Dow. Oh, we're at 11 cent Crow, y'all. Come on. Come on, baby. Let's see here. Look at this thing, y'all. We got an 11 cent Crow, boys. All right, guys, so here's the deal. Here's the deal with Crow. We got 60 likes, 25 viewers. If you guys are just joining us, welcome to the Crypto Report. I am Crypto Kip. Smash the like button for me. We got 60 viewers, 25 likes. I know you guys can get those like buttons crushed up. At the end of the day, if you're holding Crow, you're going to want to crush the like button because we're pumping. Bitcoin's been pumping, so you probably want to smash the like button for that. And you probably made a lot of money on some of the meme picks that we made, and so you owe us at least a like button smash. Am I right? Am I right? And if you're new, well, then you'll learn, guys. You'll learn. We're making some crazy calls on this channel. We're making a ton of money right now. How do we get a massive breakout for Crow? A lot of people are like, when's the altcoin rally, Kip? When's the altcoin rally, Crypto Kip? Well, here's the truth, guys. It's coming. If Crow, first of all, Bitcoin needs to hang on. Whoa. Bitcoin needs to sustain its move here. And let's just check out Bitcoin. Let's just go back and see what we got here. Bitcoin needs to sustain this rally, and it's looking nice and zesty right now for Bitcoin. This looks really good, guys. This looks really good. We might even get this pump live on stream. I hope we get this pump live on stream. I hope we get this breakout live on stream, guys. It might happen. It might happen. So let's get back to Crow. Crow is in an incredible spot right now. Sitting at 11 cents. This is awesome. We're going to see this thing have some trouble at 12.3 cents. But, if Crow decides it's time and breaks through this 12-cent level, I've got two predictions. One, I think Crow officially breaks through its resistance versus Bitcoin, and I think we can say that it is the beginning of Crow Coin's move versus Bitcoin to rally up from its bottom bear market levels of its valuation versus Bitcoin, which means all of a sudden we have a chance where Crow Coin could go up 967% versus BTC, and Bitcoin's going to keep pumping. So if Bitcoin 2x's, you're talking about a 10x over the 2x. That's a 20x for Crow. That's a $2 Crow, exactly as we predicted here on this channel, $2 to $5 Crow. I don't make up numbers, guys. I have these numbers for a reason. This is all math. This is all a hypothesis. I could be wrong. You know, you got to do your research. You got to use your own investment strategy. But here's the thing. Right now we're at 11 cents. If Crow Coin, that seemingly nobody wants to talk about and everybody likes to, you know, poo-poo out on social media, they poo-poo it, which is funny to me. If Crow breaks above 12.26 cents, 26 cents or whatever this is, 286, I think we're going to see 17 cents to 20 cents in a hurry. And so, yeah, we're talking about like 80 to 90% gains. And that wouldn't be very surprising for Crow. Why? Why would that not be very surprising? Guys, look at this. Look at all these gainers over the last 7 days. Arweave, 99%. Look at the 24 hours, guys. Look what's moving to less 50% gainers, 17% gainers. It can happen. It can happen, guys. It can happen. Okay, so be ready for it. Be ready for it. If you're a Crow holder, we might be on the verge of a massive explosion. I didn't even know we're at 11 cents right now. I saw it flicker at 11 cents earlier today, but this looks good. You could argue maybe there's a cup and handle pattern. Maybe we need to see like the handle occur right here and then we go up. So just be on the lookout for that. Just be cautious, y'all. Just be cautious, y'all. Let's see what we got. Let's go back to Bitcoin because we might be ripping Jimbo. All right, folks, we got 70 viewers, 36 likes. If you guys are just joining us, we do have some links down below for you. One, you can sign up for FemeX, take advantage. By the way, shout out to my partner on this channel, Black Sea. Why? Because recently he made a trade that was beautiful. In fact, let me go ahead and show it. Again, we talked about, got the Bitcoin page up here. That's funny. We talked about this channel for Solana. And so I was talking about this here on the channel. Where is this thing? Let's go back to Solana. Here's the beautiful part of leverage trading, guys. Oh man, look at this thing rip. We saw this wedge on Solana. This is a huge wedge. I think this plays out. We'll see how it goes though. When this thing broke above, I called excuse me. I called Black Sea. I said this looks like a long if I've ever seen one. Because a target, honestly, is $240. It doesn't have to go straight up, but it can go there in a hurry, okay? If you see this and you want to long something like this, you know, where do you leverage trade? You can leverage trade on FemeX. Use our link down below. When you deposit money in, you get free, you know, money when you deposit money. So check it out. If you want to become a member and support this channel, you can do so as well in the description down below, okay? By the way, I think we are going on Around the Blockchain soon, so get ready to see us on Around the Blockchain. Yeah, very excited about that, to talk a little bit about this Bitcoin DeFi space because nobody's talking about it on their channel from what I've seen, and I think we need to give the rest of the crypto world a little bit of conversation here about these. And here's another example, and not to say anything, you know, negative here. I'm certainly not trying to be negative, but so Around the Blockchain, Hannah Hughes did a great job. Shout out to Hannah. Thanks for getting us on the channel. Thanks for emailing us. Hannah, if you happen to be watching this, asking where do you buy your memes, ETH or Sol? There's something missing here, and that's the whole reason why I want to go on the blockchain. They're missing Bitcoin and Stacks memes. I want to spread the word. I want to spread the word. I'm going to spread the word. I think it's going to be the narrative, guys. I think people that are buying these memes right now on Stacks are going to make a silly amount of money. We need to see these things recover. This is a healthy dip right now. I think these are great accumulation zones for these things, honestly, but there's very high risk, guys. Very high risk. We got 66 viewers, 36 likes. Smash a like button for me, guys. By the way, we do have merch. You can see it down below. We got Crypto Report coffee mugs. We got Crow coffee mugs. We got hoodies. We got t-shirts. We got, you name it, guys. Check it out. Stickers down below. We just launched that merch, so I'm going to be buying some and sporting it on the channel so you guys can see it for yourself. We're not selling these. This is my Bitcoin golf shirt that I just wanted to wear today in case we got a little pump and celebrate some BTC gains together. Let's go to the chat, guys. Let's see where your heads are at today, how you guys are feeling, because you guys are the most important ones here. Let's see what we got. Let me go to Bitcoin's chart, and then I'll go over to the chat, and let's get in there. Okay. Todd Lamax says, bye. Ron H says, sure would love a 2021 repeat for Crow. A big old bull market? Sure. What do we got? Todd Lamar says, FOMO. Am I FOMO? Are you FOMO? Are we all FOMO? Who's FOMO? When is everyone going to unstake their Crow? Crowman Empire, I unstaked my Crow. I'm going to announce the size of my Crow bags in about a week. And I'm excited to do it. But yes, I unstaked my Crow because I'm getting ready for the bull market. Raven says, Jasmy. Thoughts on Jazzman? Gotta look into Jasmy more. I mean, it's a IoT play, Internet of Things play. I think there's already competitors that have a first mover advantage over Jasmy, so I'm just frankly not into it. But I think it'll pump. Guy West says, Kip, do you think Crow will drop back down? Would you recommend buying now or waiting? To be honest with you, it's not financial advice, but I think now's the time. You heard it here, folks. I think now's the time. I could certainly be wrong again. I wouldn't be surprised to see this like cup and handle pattern. Give me a little handle. There's the cup, there's the handle, and then we kind of move up from there. So could get a little like, you know, and again, it all depends on Mr. Bitcoin. Mr. Bitcoin, like Jim Cramer likes to call it. Crow's ripping, y'all. Crow is ripping. Crypto G says 215 is my target for Sol. That's a good target. See what else is going on. Throw some questions at me in the chat if you guys have any questions. I'm happy to answer them. Let me know how the volume is on the music, by the way. So I'm going to end this community poll. And let's go ahead and end that poll. If you guys are bullish right now, go ahead and give me a 1 in the chat. If you're bearish, give me a 2 in the chat. I want to see where you're at. Okay? Tommy is asking, should I buy more Crow or Jasmy? Frankly, I don't like Jasmy. I'm not going to touch it. So Crow or maybe some stacks if you don't have stacks, to be honest with you. And that's not financial advice, but it's where my mind is at. I'm just being honest with you guys. If you've already got Crow and you don't exposure to the Bitcoin DeFi space, then you should probably consider doing some research and deciding whether or not you should for yourself, if you get my drift. So the votes are in. 89% of you think we're going to see a $70,000 Bitcoin in March. That's tomorrow is March. So you guys are bullish. 1 is bullish, 2 is bearish. 1 is bullish, 2 is bearish. You let me know. Why don't I like Jasmy? Tommy, it's a great question. The only reason that I don't like Jasmy is this. 1, there's a lot of YouTubers talking about it. 2, it's not the first Internet of Things play out there. That's what it is. It's an Internet of Things play. But it's not the first. I don't know what the first is. Frankly, I've never liked the Internet of Things play. I prefer Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, a couple meme plays, maybe a metaverse play. I don't invest in things that I don't understand. The Internet of Things never really did it for me. Frankly, it just never attracted me in the first place. I never invested in Internet of Things tokens. And so knowing that it's an Internet of Things tokens and it's not the first one of its kind, pass for me. That's just me. I think you can make a lot of money on Jasmy. It's one of the most... It was one of the coins that is down the most from its previous highs. But then you have to kind of look and see, well, what's the tokenomics on it? Was there more tokens released into the ecosystem? Is it inflationary? Is it extremely inflationary? Because if it's inflationary, then who cares what the previous all-time highs are? If it's inflationary to the point where it's ridiculous, then who cares what the previous all-time highs were? If it's extremely inflationary, then it's trouble. Not to say that it won't pump. Not to say that it won't pump. Nope, I'm not flooding the bags. Jasmine's probably going to rip. A lot of people like it. Not to say that, just because people are YouTubing about it means it's bearish, but it's just something that people are attracted to. And I, frankly, not because it's not the first Internet of Things play, I hope you guys make a ton of money on it if you haven't, honestly. I root for everybody. Even if you're holding bags and I'm not holding, I hope you make a ton of money. Okay, folks? I really, really, really do. What do I think about Portal Gaming Coin? I was really excited about gaming coins there for a little bit. But I'll be honest with you guys, right now, I'm just too bullish on the stacks narrative. I'm too bullish on the Bitcoin DeFi narrative to even consider allocating funds into the gaming sector right now. I think there's a huge argument to be made that gaming tokens are going to do very well, but it's not where I want to personally put any of my wealth right now. I just don't see it outperforming Bitcoin DeFi, to be honest with you, but it's going to do well. People are building games more on crypto than ever before. We just saw an excellent game. Shout out to Crowboy Labs. The Crowboy Labs team building on Cronos. We have DeFi being built on Cronos in a big way. Shout out to Crowboy Labs. Hey, if you want to take this clip out and put it on social media, Crowboy Labs did something, I hope I'm saying it right. They did a cowboy video game built on Cronos. It's one of the first video games that's actually like an RPG looking thing. To my knowledge, it looks like the best video game ever created on Cronos. It's brand new. This shows you the exciting things that are getting built on Cronos. It's bullish on Cronos. It's bullish for the Crowboy team. It's bullish for Crow, potentially, if people actually play the game. Looks like a cool game, kind of like a Red Dead Redemption. A little lower graphic quality, but still very impressive quality. I think they're going for something different. I like it. Impressive work. Great job, guys. Great job. Gaming's cool. Gaming's cool. I'm not a big gamer. Again, you invest in things that you believe in. I'm not a big gamer. So there you go. A lot of ones. We have a lot of bullish people right now. Very, very interesting. What's up, Kip? I know you're really focused on Cronos. Oh, we're really not focused on Cronos. What do you think their ZK Sync partnership is a big milestone? I have a lot more questions, but I don't want to overwhelm you. Rax, hit me with every question that you have, my brother. No question's a bad question. No question's a dumb question, my friends. No question is a rude question. No question is, well, maybe there's rude questions. But, no questions are, wrong. Ask any questions you want. Ask as many of them as you want. I'm here for you. Okay? To answer your question, I think it's great. I think it's fantastic. I think anything development for Cronos is good for the Cronos chain. Get more press, get more buyers. That's what you want at the end of the day. So I think it's good. I do think Portal Coin's good, though, Daniel. I do think Portal Coin's good. I know people are hyped about it. Community is important. Raven says that's not a good enough reason, boss. You can make that argument for anything. You can. Raven, I'm not saying... I just haven't allocated money to it. So, I don't have every single token. I've got, 20 tokens, okay? How far do I want to diversify out? Eventually, you do some research and you make your own choice of which horse that you want to bet on in this race. I've got my picks. You have the right to your own picks. And I hope you make a boatload of money on your Portal coin. And I think you will. Because crypto is going into a bull market. And altcoins are going to rally. Not just a couple. Almost all of them. Everybody's going to make some money here unless you pick something terrible. And I'm certainly not saying that Portal coin is terrible. Not by any means. Nor am I saying that about Jasmine. Really, guys. I'm not a hater. I'm just honest. I'm just honest. The future is wild, says Barry. I couldn't agree more. Anth says, Kip always has time for questions, bro. Amen. I certainly do. Mr. Planet Prophet says, pick 15 coins in DCA. See, that strategy I can get behind. You picked 15 things you believe in for 15 different reasons, or maybe 15 of the same reason. I don't know. We've got our hypothesis here. I'm very bullish on Cronos. I'm very, very bullish on stacks right now and Bitcoin DeFi, especially with the Nakamoto upgrade. And then everything else right now is a lot of competition. That's the thing. That's the real thing. How many other gaming projects are there that are in competition with Portal coin? How many different Internet of Things coins are there outside? Competition is important. There's not real competition on Bitcoin DeFi compared to stacks. It's the biggest narrative. Bitcoin crashing. It's over. Just kidding. Just kidding, y'all. Raven says, this channel's great, bro. Didn't mean that in an offensive way, but you aren't wrong. All gonna make money. Taken out before 2025 as well. Raven, praises to you, my friend. I wasn't trying to be defensive either. So I just want to be explicitly clear. I love you. I love you, dude. I love you. Or lady. I don't know if you're a guy or a gal, but I love you and I appreciate it. Yeah, either way. Thank you for your question. No question's wrong. No answer is right. That's the truth of it. Anybody that's going to come out on a live stream and tell you this is an indisputable fact, run. Run as fast as you can. There's no facts of what's going to happen. There are facts, but predictions aren't facts, right? You can't sit here and tell me Bitcoin's going to 350K and it's a fact. You can tell me that it's a fact that there are over 10 meme coins that are related to dogs that have gone over $100 million market cap. And then you can say, so maybe the meme coins on stacks can go up here. That's okay. That's what we say. But if you say it will happen as a definite, then you're leading lambs to slaughter, and that's not what I want to do here. That's not what I want to do here. That's the opposite of what I want to do here. I want people to make some money, folks. We got 56 viewers, 37 likes. Crush the like button. Raven, great interaction with you, brother. Appreciate you in the comment section. Thank you. What else we got? Sapono says, I'm about to spend 10K on crypto. Hold on, I'm gonna make my face a little bigger so you guys can see me, because Bitcoin falls into my video box, then you know we're dipping. All right, there's your key resistance. The top of my video box is key support. We want to see a bounce on this red candle off my face. Okay, we want to see this bounce off the top of my screen here. Let's go back to the chat. I'm taking more questions, guys. Taking more questions. Sapono says, I'm about to spend 10K on crypto. What are your recommendations to invest in? I hear Crow, Welsh, BTC, Solana. How would you divide the percentages? Well, Sapono, that's a great question. Is this your first purchase of crypto? Is this your first bag ever? Have you never bought crypto, Sapono? I need to know that before I can answer your question. And just know, whatever answer I give you, it's not financial advice. You got to do your own research, brother. But I'm happy to try to answer the question for you. But I need a little more detail. I'm going to ask you some questions to answer your question. That's how we do it on the stream. You ask me a question, I might come out with you 5 more questions. When I get that information from you in my live chat, then I'm going to go ahead and answer your question in detail. I'm thorough. I like to be thorough, guys. I like to be thorough. Tommy Spywalk says, what would be a great number of crow to have? I think 100,000 crow is a fantastic bag of crow. I mean, you don't need to have 1 million crow, guys. You know, if crow goes to $5, you got 100,000 crow. Congratulations. You made $100,000, or you made $500,000. There you go. Not saying it's for sure going to go to $5, but, you know, there you go. Daniel Peterson, and I'm going to come back to you, Sapono, but I need an answer from you, my brother. I need you to, is this your first bag of crypto? I need to know. I'll answer your question, but you got money in crypto already? Are you already exposed? I want to know. And what are you exposed to? That'd be cool to know, too. Let's see what else we got here. And I'll come back to you, Sapono. Daniel Peterson asks, what is your amnesty opinion is the best multiplier in the next 2 months? You mean honest opinion? Daniel, I think you mean honest opinion. My honest opinion, what the biggest gainer in the next 2 months is? It's a great question, Daniel. I think it's going to be Welsh. I really do. And that's a risky play. I'll give you a safer play. The best percentage gains that I have confidence in that is safer is stacks. Like Mr. Planet Profit says, stacks is king. I agree with him completely. Right now, stacks is king. That's Bitcoin. When you're voting for stacks, you're voting for Bitcoin. Stacks is king right now. That's my honest opinion. So either stacks, or if you want to get really degenerate like, Welsh. Welsh. In my opinion, Welsh is an easy 10x. But just like, I mean, easy 10x. I think Stacks is an easy 10x as well. The difference is I think WELSH has the opportunity for over 100x. And Stacks, I think, has at probably best about a 40x chance at best, probably. Could be better. Hopefully it is. I don't know. We'll see. Ron H says, I won't be able to properly express myself, and I can't smoke and swear in the chat. You can do whatever you want in the chat. I just won't read it out loud, okay? Well, don't do whatever you want in the chat. I should take that, but don't do whatever you want in the chat. Just be respectful. Be respectful. Don't be rude. Don't be rude. Mr. Blind Prophet says, WELSH is my golden ticket. I agree. I think I'm going to be a multi-millionaire because of WELSH. But we'll see. Maybe I'm wrong. Do you think Fulcrum can reach $1 billion market cap? Tough order, tall order. That's a hard maybe. I'll tell you this. If Crow can achieve a $100 billion market cap, which is about a 50x, then I'd feel decent about Fulcrum hitting $1 billion. If Cronos can hit $100 billion. It all depends on Cronos, though, Rax. Keep the questions coming, man. $1 billion is tall order. 100 million, I think it's easy. 200 million, I think it's easy. Anything over that, it's a debate. How hot is the chain? Are people using the chain? Are people excited about the chain? Is Cronos token doing well? How's Crypto.com as a company? A lot of factors go into it. Crowfit says, Coinbase went down and CDC is still running smooth. Absolutely, that's spectacular. Now, Sapono answered my question, and I'm going to answer his question in return. He says, I've invested in the previous bull run. I invested in metaverse coins back then, MetaHero, Everdome, never even heard of those, unfortunately. Had some pretty good gains. Those were friends' recommendations. Okay. Sapono. So now your question earlier was, I'm about to spend 10K on crypto. What are your recommendations to invest in? I got one more question for you before I answer. Are you more conservative or are you more degenerate? Do you want 100x's or do you feel great about 10x's and you don't want to risk anything by going into something speculative over a 10x? Be honest with me, and then I'll answer your question. Because that matters. Let's say you got 3 kids and you make $80,000 a year and you're living on one salary and you have a wife and 3 kids and you got a mortgage that's $2,000 a year or $2,000 a month. You probably want to be in some of the safer plays like Bitcoin and ETH and Stacks and Solana and some of these other bigger plays that are going to go up, but they're not going to make you filthy, stinking rich. Now, if you want to have a little bit in both, well, then you get a little bit of that and you go and you kind of go and you get, maybe you get some BONK or I don't know, PEPE. You want to go even riskier but higher reward, you get some WELSH. You get, you get some of these low cap gaming tokens if you're a gaming nut, right? If you're a gaming token nut, maybe you go ahead and you get some of the DeFi ecosystem coins for Solana, like Jupiter. Maybe you buy some Jupiter tokens. What is Jupiter? It's the DEX within Solana that got the airdrop recently. There's so many plays. You could do it so many different ways. Spono says, Crypto Report, in all honesty, we would all want to make 100x, but nobody can guarantee it, of course. So I'd like the lower percentage to be in those meme coins, but which ones? Well, I'll tell you this. There are a couple coins that are staples for the portfolio this year. And I think it's always a good idea to have at least 10% Bitcoin. Some people say 50% Bitcoin, but that's more conservative. I think you can make more Satoshis and earn more Bitcoin by trading altcoins. That's my personal opinion because of my personal track record, my success. So that's my strategy. I've got a very low allocation in my portfolio for Bitcoin. I've got a lot of Cronos because I believe in, I have a hypothesis with that. Solana, some people think it can flip Ethereum. Well, it's certainly faster than it. It's certainly cheaper than it. That narrative is strong. So maybe, the staples for the portfolio, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Stacks. Stacks is probably the most bullish pick out of the ones that I just said. I think it's going to outperform every single thing that I just said prior to it. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Stacks. I think Stacks outperforms everything. I think it's a pretty sure bet, in quotations. Sure bet. Nothing's for sure, right? I feel great about it though. And I think you can get easy 20x gains on Stacks. Easy 20, 30x gains on Stacks. It just makes sense. It just makes sense. And if you don't understand it yet, stick around. You'll figure it out. You'll figure it out. You'll see why I say that. Outside of that, maybe you want a little more risk on. Maybe then you want to go dive down into the ecosystems that you're most bullish on. Maybe you are insanely bullish on Cronos, and maybe you want to get a little more risk-adverse plays, and you want to buy some Volcom or Tectonic. Right now, I'm not crazy about those. I am bullish on those so long as Cronos goes up. But I think the most excitable narrative, the one where you get the most reward right now, the most upside, is the thing that nobody's talking about yet. It's the thing that's right under everybody's nose that everybody's missing, and it's Stacks. And it's Stacks. This thing's going to enter price discovery mode at some point. It could reject. It could double top here. We could get hurt here in the short term. Wouldn't be surprised if this thing came down and tested off the, the red line here, the 200-day moving average, okay? But I think that if you're looking for some of the bigger game plays and you don't want to, you don't want to lose all your money, right? Then WELSH is kind of the best meme token on Stacks. If you want most upside and be safer and take on a huge amount of risk, such a weird sentence, WELSH is something you probably want a little bit of. You probably want some WELSH. I have a stupid amount of WELSH because I'm a total degenerate with my Stacks bags because I have an insane hypothesis that I'm incredibly bullish on right now. But I believe the Stacks ecosystem is going to be huge. Now, if you want to get into some legitimate projects on Stacks, well, then what you do is look at the transactions here on Stats Screener. This is where I track all the Stacks tokens. And these are some legitimate ones, right? You got Alex Labs. What is Alex Labs? It's a token for the Alex Labs platform. You got WELSH. WELSH has over 28,000 transactions. WELSH is a pretty legitimate meme token that nobody's talking about. I think you have a little bit of WELSH. I think you have a little bit of WELSH. If you can get some WELSH before it goes listed on major exchanges, that looks pretty good. StackSwap, the token for the StackSwap tool, that's legitimate. Arcadeco, stablecoin play for Bitcoin DeFi, decentralized stablecoin, huge. Gus, I mean, I like Gus, but who knows? Who knows with Gus? We'll see. Got a lot of Gus. Orange is going to be great. We need more wallets. This is a DeFi wallet play for Bitcoin. So, $10,000, you want a lot of risk, you put, I don't know, yeah, you could put $1,000 in WELSH. It's 10% of your portfolio. That's crazy, some might say. You might put $500 in if you got 10 grand. But I'd want a nice little position in WELSH if I was kind of just learning about this, to be honest. I have a big position, so I'm biased, okay? There's always bias. So you just got to keep it in mind. I can't make the decision for you. It's really tough. The thing that I feel if I'm talking, I'll tell you this. Here's my I'm going to end this question. And please have more questions coming to me, guys, if you have other questions. If I talk to a family member and they ask me what to buy, I will reluctantly tell them Stacks is a must. It's a dangerous thing to say. I don't like to say that out loud, but I have a feeling. I have an understanding as well. And that's what gave me the feeling. So there you go. We got 64 viewers and 42 likes. Welcome, everybody. Crowfit says Orange is making a comeback. Let's see what we got going on here. So we got WELSH trying to come back as well. Gus not really coming back at all. Still going lower. Let's see what we got with Bitcoin. Bitcoin's dipping a little bit. That's okay. Y'all. Daniel Peterson asked a great question. Thank you for the question, Daniel. Do you think Dogecoin and Shiba Inu are going to rise higher than the last bull run? I think they might. I think they might. The problem is these meme tokens, why do they have any value in the first place? They shouldn't. So for them to get to, 40, 50, $100 billion market caps for a meme token, it doesn't make sense to me. So I'm very hesitant to take any kind of long-term position in Doge or in Shiba because, I might as well bet on something like Stacks or like Solana that's real and actually helping the DeFi narrative and has products built on top of it. So that being said, Dogecoin might do something insane, because what if Elon Musk comes out with that everything app this year and integrates Dogecoin as a part of payments processing for X? That might happen. That might send Dogecoin to like some kind of market cap that's incredibly hundreds of billions. I don't know. It's impossible to know, but we can watch and see. I'm personally not interested in Doge. I think there's limited upside, so I'm just out. I might swing trade it, but frankly, I found a new narrative, DeFi on Bitcoin, and I'm not swaying from that narrative right now. I can't. I have too much conviction. Sapono says, thank you. I can work with that answer. We'll be watching future streams. Got another follower, folks. I hope you did really appreciate it. It was as honest of an answer as I could give you, and that's what you're going to get here on this channel. Thank you for your question. Good luck. Make some money. You're going to make some money. You're going to make some money, brother. Stay posted, because we'll continue to talk about profit taking as well. Talking about profit taking. Kenneth Kwan says, Cock Inu will flip Sheeb, the meme token on Avalanche. I don't think so. Maybe. Could happen. All love, Kenneth. All love. It could happen. How many meme coins can succeed? How many meme coins can succeed? I don't know. Crowfit says, is Jeff Bezos about to buy the rest of BTC? Sounds like it. Looks like he's about to buy like $20 billion of Bitcoin or something ridiculous. Is that what I read today? That was crazy. Ron H says, Musk has nothing to do with Dogecoin. Everybody just thinks he does. Well, he did tweet about it, and anytime he tweets about it, you can see a definite correlation, Ron, where the price goes up. And so while I hear what you're saying, and I can agree with you in a sense, he's got nothing to do with it. But for some reason, when he tweets about it, it goes to the moon. Miles Logan in the chat. What's up, Miles? Good to see you. Good to see you. Kip, that's because you don't have any cock in you. Well, I certainly don't. I certainly don't. I certainly don't. Oh my, says Crowfits. That's funny. That's funny, kind of. I don't even think you were trying to say the joke. I don't. I'd get some. I'd get some. I just, how many horses am I going to bet on here? You know, it's just tough. It's just tough. It's unbelievable. Yeah. Oh my. Oh my. We're having fun, guys. Are you having fun? If you are, smash the like button for me. All right? By the way, if you guys have any suggestions as to community polls that I should put out, you let me know. If you have any suggestions of a community poll you want me to put out, I'll copy and paste it. If you got a question you want me to ask, if I like it, then I'll go ahead and ask it. Barry says, Ayo, Kip. Is that a hello? Glad you like it, Daniel. Let's see what we got here. All the more reason to avoid Doge. Doge. You know, maybe you make money on Doge. Okay, you made a bunch of money on Doge. You were holding Doge today, so. Crowfit says the best YouTube streamer. Well, only time will tell, man. Wow, incredibly generous. I certainly wouldn't put myself on that pedestal. Not by any means. That's a lot of pressure. But thanks for the love, brother. I appreciate that a lot. Thank you. Wouldn't that be tasty, folks? Let's see what Crow's doing. Back below 11 cents. It's okay. I'm just kind of looking at this. Crow Empire says, hey, Kip, do you prefer cold wallets over other wallets? I like DeFi wallets. Deej, sorry I missed your question, Deej. What do you think about Corgi AI? Deej asks. Deej Scansy. It's an interesting name. I like that name. What about Corgi AI? Any idea where the price can go up? Yeah, it can go up big time. It's the first meme on Cronos. If Cronos does well, Corgi AI might do something silly like, you know, 3 to 10x gains. I don't know. I think that's easy enough. There's going to be a lot of 10x gains in this bull market, guys. You can make a lot of money in crypto. That's the beauty of it. Mr. Planet Profit likes Bitcoin, ETH, Sol, Stacks, and Welsh is the top 5 coins. Those aren't bad picks. I sold half my Crow and got Gus and Welsh, and now it's going down. Mo. That is not what we said on this channel, Mo, but it's okay, dude. Mo, that's not what we said on this channel. That breaks my heart, man. That's not why we talk about meme tokens as they're breaking to all-time highs and you FOMO in and you sell your Crow, which is at its low versus Bitcoin. We've been waiting, Mo. Mo, we've been waiting for a pump. We've been waiting for a pump. Look, Welsh and Gus are going to go back up. Welsh is certainly going to go back up in my mind. In my mind. I could be wrong. Could be wrong about anything. Gus is riskier. Don't trade too much, guys. And don't panic sell. In my mind, if you sold your Crow for those memes, kind of the worst move you can make. I'm not trying to be rude to you, okay? It happens. We all have done it, Mo. I've done it too, to make you feel better. I've done it too. But what you don't want to do, Mo, is you don't want to panic sell at the bottom of Crow versus Bitcoin and panic sell before Crow coin starts actually having a bull market to only panic buy into coins at their all-time high parabolic rally moment. That is never advice that we give here on this channel. I did not tell you to sell your Crow, and it breaks my heart that you did for it. And if you want to and you think it's going to make more money and you have high conviction, well then, hey, I get it. I'd be lying to you guys if I said to you that I never thought about selling my Crow. I think about selling my Crow all the time. And if you're being honest with yourself, you did too. Because Crow has been doing a terrible job performing versus Bitcoin. It is not breaking out yet, but eventually it will. And so I'm holding it. I'm sorry to hear that, Mo. Godspeed, brother. Keep me posted. Boy, oh boy, that breaks my heart. I don't like to hear that. It hurts. This is a painful dip on Welsh right now. I get it. Trust me. I got a lot of money in Welsh and Gus right now. I get it. This is a painful dip. Hang in there. If you have conviction on Gus and Welsh, what you should really do is you should accumulate in, really, unless you got an insane position. You don't want to have too much of this stuff, guys. You don't want to be overexposed to this and underexposed to other things that you have higher conviction on. You want to stick with your high conviction plays, all right? That's a tough one to hear on stream, guys. Let me see what else is going on. Hang in there, Mo. Mo, man, tell you. Digibyte is one of the biggest sleeping giants. It's been around since 2014 and has a lot of utility. DYOR. A lot of people have been talking about Digibyte, but nothing in meme world is bigger than the first meme token on Bitcoin. Try to convince me otherwise. Digibyte is I think it's a meme token, isn't it? I'm just looking through the chats, y'all. Fernando Diaz, Gala. How do I feel about Gala? Well, in terms of gaming tokens, I feel better about Gala than I do some other tokens. I do know that there is some litigation going on, lawsuits between some of the founders of that. That's not a great look, but it is one of the bigger gaming token plays that I think everybody knows the name of. That being said, there's a big community. It's probably got some great pumpability. Daniel says we all FOMO at one point. Trust me, Daniel. You're exactly right. I FOMO all the time, guys. Why? I bought Biddy up here. Fact. What did I FOMO in? I bought Pepe up here, and I also bought some up here. Fact. Actually, that's not true. I'm actually up on my Pepe still. I bought the Pepe down here. But I also bought some more Pepe up here. And this is Pepe on stacks. What else did I FOMO into? How about this? I FOMO'd into the peak of this. The difference is I FOMO'd it in with 0.05% of my portfolio. Or like 0.5% of my entire portfolio I'm putting into these. And where am I getting the money from to FOMO into these degenerate plays? I'm getting them from the things that I made a ton of money on, like Welsh, like Gus. I took a little bit of Gus off the table. I sold like literally, I've got a huge position to Gus. So I sold a couple hundred thousand, no, a couple hundred thousand. I did not sell a couple hundred thousand. a couple 100,000 Gus tokens, but I sold a couple thousand, like $1,000 or $2,000 worth of my Gus position, which is tiny in my Gus position. Yeah. So look, I sold some Gus up here, actually. Now that I think about it, I did take a little bit, just shuffled a little bit off the table because I just want to get exposure to these. When I tell you guys I'm buying these, I'm getting them from some of the other gains. I take a little bit of profit, and I keep kind of going into some of the plays where I have high conviction. Not to say I have high conviction in PEPE on stacks or Fox Inu on stacks, which I think is maybe a rug, or, you know, any of these other memes on here, but it's nice to have a little bit of exposure in a new ecosystem, new coins, more upside, more risk. More risk, more reward, more pain, potentially. We'll see. Everyone is selling WELSH to get max. I don't know. Gus, dump your Gus on me. All right, no. You want to see? No, I didn't dump my Gus on you. Here's how much Gus I have. Boom, you saw it. No, I didn't dump my Gus. I have an insane amount of Gus. I have an epic amount of Gus. I got more Gus than I even know what to do with myself. So no, I didn't dump on anybody. I shuffled less than 1% of my Gus off the table because I made 15x gains. So you take profit when you make 15x gains. And I do tell you guys publicly the plays that I'm making as I'm making them. I was telling you guys I was buying these. I tell you, I don't think that I did tell you guys that I shuffled a little Gus off the table, but I literally, it's fractions of a Gus. And so I didn't tell you guys that I shuffled a little bit of Gus off the table there. I think that's one that I did miss saying out loud. But I certainly told you guys when I sold my orange. I certainly told you guys when I took profit on some of these other plays and what I've been doing and what I've been buying. I am one of the most transparent YouTubers that you're going to find out there, in my opinion, when it comes to his bags and when it comes to his plays and his buys and his sells. When I'm a swing trader, I'm a swing trader. I'm telling you what my swing trades are. So, no, still holding an incredible amount of Gus. Let's put it this way. If Gus continues to crash, my portfolio is going to get ruined, okay? So, I do. I walk the talk, my friends. I walk the talk. Dude has freaking bags of that, he says. Oh, I said that on the stream. I gotta watch my mouth. Did you see that, Tizzo? If you do the math, I got an insane amount of Gus. All right, I'm going to come out and say it publicly for the sake of transparency. I own 1% of the supply of Gus. I have no partnerships with Gus. I have no affiliations with anything. I just bought the thing early. I'm scared to say that on the channel. But I have 1% of the supply of Gus. It's a fact. I have 1% of the supply of the token. So that's real. I bought it here. And I bought it with a silly amount of money. And I made an insane amount of money. And it, at one point, flipped almost every other coin in my portfolio. And I don't even know what to do with myself right now. But I really believe that at a $3 million market cap, this thing is tiny. And you look at these other meme tokens, guys. Let me show you. And look at how many tokens that are nothing and came out of nowhere are at billion, 300 million. You know, can it go to 30 million? You know, can it go to 10 million? Can Gus go to whatever, you know? And then WELSH. WELSH is the first dog meme on Bitcoin. You're telling me the first dog meme on Bitcoin doesn't have a chance to come up here and join the ranks of Corgi AI? You don't think that WELSH can flip Corgi? Some people don't. I have big positions in these because I had a thought. It was a belief. So far, it's paid off for me handsomely. This thing's dumping. I'm still holding. So, it's not me dumping. You saw my bags. You see my bags. Here they are. It's not me dumping. Okay? So, there you go. This is live. I'm doing it live. How's that for transparency? Crowfit says stupid. It is stupid. I can't possibly recommend that you guys follow in my footsteps on these degenerate meme plays. I certainly can't recommend that by any means. I feel like a crazy person. It's hard to sleep at night. I don't even know how I do. Tizzo says the stacks memes will moon soon enough, and wait till the big influencers start talking about it. Crypto, Carl, and those peeps. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying, Tizzo. That's kind of where my mind's at. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. So it's official. I have a lot of Gus. Now you know. Now you know. All right, let's see what's going on with Bitcoin. How's that for transparency, y'all? Oh, man. Tough. All right, 61,000. Bitcoin, we're hanging on. I don't know. Let's see what happens today, guys. All right, I'm going to end it on that. What a crazy ending to that stream, huh? Now you know how many Gus I got. You had a chance to see it. I showed you guys before, but I never came out right and said it's 1%. So we'll see how it plays out, guys. I might get wrecked. If I get wrecked, grab the popcorn. It's going to be an interesting show, guys. That's all I got in this one. If you're just watching, guys, welcome to Crypto Report. I'm Crypto Kip. DCA HODL. I'll see you in the next one. Peace, y'all.